Hello beautiful viewers, I just want to say a big hi to anyone who is visiting that is new today. I have just set up a new Facebook page with a direct link to my YouTube channel, and I have invited some new people to that page, so fingers crossed you guys have turned up through that page, and if you have, then thank you so much for having a little watch, and I hope that you do enjoy this. I hope that my videos are interesting to you, or that you enjoy them, and if you do like them, please subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever you want to do, just to show your support and encouragement. And also I really do hope that any messages that I do channel through the cards are resonating with you guys or help you in some way. If you don't resonate, then I always say, if you don't resonate with any of the messages, then one, thank you anyway for watching and supporting, but two, you might want to check out my Instagram page, my Facebook page, my Facebook group, or anything else that I have popped links for down below, because there may be a reason why you have turned up today, and there might be a message in one of those pages for you as well. So I'm doing a little bit of an experiment today. Even though I've had loads of sleep, I had a bit of a lay-in today, I am so tired, and I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's like there's been sort of things going around about the full moon energy, and this particular week with like eclipses coming up and solstice and full moons and all that, they apparently have an effect on your energy levels. There's been a lot of people going through a lot of emotional stuff, and just feeling really tired, and I'm definitely feeling that. Even though I've had so much sleep, I thought I'd feel refreshed, but I'm really not. However, someone did message me this morning and sort of, mentioned about whether you feel drained when you're doing this type of work, when you're seeing or speaking to a lot of people about this type of, sort of mental health stuff, or, you're supporting people in this way, do you feel drained? And I did say that, yes, I do feel drained when I'm doing like counselling sessions, things like that. But when I'm doing readings, it's different. They give me energy. So what I'm trying to do today is, even though I feel too tired to do this reading today, I'm still going to do it because I want to see whether it actually does give me energy. And I have kind of experienced that in previous readings. But while I'm feeling like so yucky and so tired, would be really interesting to see whether these do actually give me loads more energy. And if they do, you might want to try it yourself. You might want to and the reason I'm saying this is because when you're doing something you're passionate about, when you're doing something you love, it can boost your energy. So it's kind of a message for anyone out there who's going through the same thing, who's feeling lethargic or tired, and just low on energy. It's a message to say to, do something you love, and, maybe do something creative or do something that you find fun and enjoyable, and it should give you energy. So fingers crossed it does. And yeah, let's see. So the cards I'm using today, again, I used these last week, Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. And then I'm using Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, which I've used a few times. And Angel Prayers, which I've used pretty much every reading. So I'm just going to use those three today. And we'll go ahead and start the reading. So I haven't got a topic as usual. I usually just shuffle the cards now and get the topic as I'm going. So whatever topic you see for this video will be, they just fly sometimes, will be the message that came through today. Is there anything we need to know about this week? Anything for my viewers? Oh, no, they just fell out. So we've got 1, 2, 3 so far. I'm just going to see if there's any more, and if not, then I'll just go by the other cards. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, there's quite a lot there. No, I'm not going to choose those. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's it. So we've got 6 cards. Let's go through the Work Your Light cards first of all. Okay. So we've got the Great Gathering, and it says it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Do you know, every week I do this. I put the washing machine on and then I do this reading and I just forget, and I'm like, it just makes so much noise. So it's going to sound like a plane's taking off in a minute, you guys. So sorry about that. I would shut the door, but yeah, I just can't be bothered. So tired. Come off to move. Anyway, let's get on with the reading. So, Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Okay. So, this to me speaks about getting your tribe together, getting people around you that resonate with you, people who, and I think this came up in actually I haven't uploaded it. I've tried to upload a reading all for the last 3 days on IGTV on Instagram, and it just hasn't been uploading. But the message on that, which I'm glad has come through on this one, is to surround yourself with people who understand what you're going through. So if you're going through certain difficulties, or certain mental health issues, one of the messages that came through on the reading that I did was OCD. So if anyone's got OCD and you're struggling to kind of deal with it, cope with it, you don't really know what to do. You're used to it. Kind of what to expect with it, but you just don't know how to handle it. Or if it's just like depression or anxiety or parental issues, anything really that you're used to, you know how to cope with generally, but you're really struggling. So this is to say to get together with people who understand. Maybe join a group of people that would have the same issues. There was something coming through about alcohol, drugs, things like that, addictions of any kind, and to maybe join a group, or even if it's a group on Facebook, just to kind of speak to people who understand, because it can be difficult to speak to friends and family about these things that don't really understand, that haven't really been through it. So this is just to say to reach out for people who are your tribe, people who are going to get it, people who are going to understand. I think that was it for that card. There's not really much else coming from that card, but it seems like an important message anyway. Okay, this one is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So this speaks about if there's... Okay, so I've been hearing this a lot for myself recently as well, which I've been going through a lot of the same issues. I think, that might be a general thing. It might be a few of us going through the same thing. So I'm just going to say it just in case. But this is like for any past issues, any past memories, things that are coming up from the past for you. This is to say to pay attention to these. So if you're having reoccurring dreams, if you're having reoccurring memories, if you're constantly going over things in your mind that happened in the past, or whether it's recent past or a lot longer, further away, if memories are coming up, there's a reason for that, especially in dreams. So this is to say to pay attention to those. Maybe write notes down about what you're thinking of constantly, because if there's a theme going on, if there's things coming up time and time again, it's trying to get your attention, okay? And especially if you're feeling things as well. So if you're feeling upset about these things, if you're feeling angry about these situations that keep coming up and reminding you, if you're getting angry, if you're getting upset, there's something that needs to be healed there, something needs to go over, that you need to go over. So take notes about it. I keep telling myself to take notes about it, but forgetting, but they just keep happening. So it's like, okay, until I take notes, until I actually do something about this, or journal about it, or whatever, get it out of my system, then it's not going to go. It's just going to keep happening. And there's also, something come through about, not trying to push away these things, you know, make sure that you do actually sit with them and sit with the feelings and go through those feelings. You know, if you want to cry, cry it out. You know, I've been in floods of tears recently. I've just be totally honest with you, I've been in complete floods of tears recently over so much stuff. But I've had to do it, you know, I'm just letting myself go through that, because once you go through it, it's you know, not gone, because it will come up unless you know you're actually making sense of it, but it helps to release some of it, you know. Sorry about the the plane taking off in the kitchen. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. Yeah, so this is to say, you know, you are being guided through these memories, through these emotions. So pay attention to them. Okay. Then we've got the initiation, rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. So, so this tells me that, you know, there is a bit of a dark period at the moment. It does feel like that. With this whole sort of energy, this low energy, this all of these feelings coming up, all of these emotions, all of these old stories, old situations, experiences that are maybe bringing up negative emotions, you know, like crying and like anger and things like that. It is leading you somewhere. Oh my god, that is so loud, I'm so sorry. Maybe, you know, it's like making you, you know, making your head in a spin, and that's why it's happening at this time. It's funny how I've chosen the exact time when it's going like that, isn't it? Anyway, so hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, so it's leading you somewhere. It's leading you to better, more brighter places. There is a doorway opening here, and it is going to lead you somewhere sacred, somewhere much more beautiful, much more peaceful. It's going to take you somewhere just where you feel so much better in yourself. So do trust it, even though it's a difficult time at the moment and difficult thing to go through. Okay. Oh, it's so loud. Okay, so then the next one is creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So again, you know, and it's strange because with this card, it's like, you know, you're going through the darkness, the doorway is opening, and it's almost like this is the place that you're going to. How cool is that? Like, step through the door and you enter this place here, looks blue, purples, and yeah, so that's where you're going. Doesn't that look beautiful? I'd like to go there. So yeah, do trust that it's taking you somewhere beautiful, somewhere more peaceful, and just where the views are amazing. Yeah, and it's, I don't know, I just had like dream come true really. I heard that it's just going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it going through all of this darkness. And these feel like really short messages. I don't feel like there's much coming through. It might be my tiredness, so do bear with me. But I do feel like it's just so simple, those two messages. So hopefully there might be sort of more coming through on the other cards. So we've got transformation next. So it's almost like you are going through such a transformation at the moment. You know, you are transforming the way you think about things, feel about things. You're transforming your experiences. So even though you've been through some really dark and negative experiences, you know, really awful experiences, you are transforming these. You're transforming these into much brighter, happier, peaceful experiences. Like I said, you know, you'll end up in this beautiful place, and you can talk about this transformation. It's almost like this is going to be like a story for you. And it's strange because I got I got invited to something. I'm not going to go too much into it because it will be something for the future that I can share, but I got invited to something yesterday, you know, and I sort of was like, well, I don't really know, because and it's for me to sort of share things, and I was like, I haven't got much to share, you know. And I was talking about, you know, my story and how, you know, I've got a story from my past, but, you know, with any story you kind of want a happy ending, don't you? And I was like, I haven't really got a happy ending to talk about, you know, or share. And And I thought, you know, that's because I'm going through this period at the moment. You know, I'm going through it too. It's not just, you know, I'm not at this place where I'm all sorted. You know, we're always learning, always growing, always going through things in life. And, you know, and hopefully we'll get to this stage where, you know, we get to this nice, peaceful, happy place and we can actually share our transformational story. And so I feel like, you know, there's many of us going through these things, and it's to say that, you know, without that darkness, you won't have much of a story to tell. You know, you can't just go straight to the happy fairy tale ending, can you, without a story behind it, without difficulties, you know, trials and tribulations of getting there, you know. So the story won't be worth telling unless you have that, you know, unless you have those difficult times and that dark moment beforehand, that you can say, you know, I got through this, I got to the other side, and this is how I got there, you know. So this is to say, this will help you to share your transformational story. Okay, and then we've got no, which is a really strange card. So it does say wait, postpone, pause, say no. So this could mean two things. It could mean if you had a question before reading this, or if you've got a question in your mind now and you've been wanting to make a decision on something, or you've been wanting to know something, the answer is no. Okay, so the answer is it may not be no, don't do it. It may just be wait, postpone, pause, or say no for now. Okay, so it might not be the right time. This could also be, the other message I'm getting through is no to whether your fears are right. So, you know, I feel like you're kind of, whilst you're in this dark period at the moment, and obviously this is going to only resonate for certain people, your worries and fears that you have at the moment. So if you're worried about something, if you think something's going to happen, this is to say no, it isn't. Okay, you don't need to worry. It's not going to be. I feel like someone's saying, you know, is this going to continue? Is this going to go on for years? Is this ever going to? No, not ever going to change, because the answer would be yes for that. So do you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, is this going to go on forever? Am I always going to feel this way? And it's no. Okay, this is only temporary. This is just a period that you're going through, which you have to go through for your own healing and your own growth and your own lessons to be learned. So that's the two messages from this card. So I hope that helps someone, but it's just give you a little bit of hope that it's not going to be like this forever. It's only temporary, okay? You will get through it. Okay, so that's the 6 cards there. Oh, got a nice quiet washing machine now, so that's good. Fingers crossed I won't start up again. Okay, then we've got the mermaid card. So is there any messages that we need for my viewers for this week from these cards? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're flying out. This is an easier one. I think that's it. Okay. Okay, we've got 5 cards for these. Try and make these videos shorter, but every time they're like half an hour, and I'm sure most people don't stay to the end, but hopefully you do. It's worth staying to the end sometimes, because generally, you know, the messages do get a bit more I don't know, they get a bit more interesting and yeah, more in depth generally. Okay, so these seem like, oh my god, these seem like such happier cards. So actually it feels like the first lot of cards were kind of about your dark period and about the period that you're going through right now, the part where you feel just like, oh, like lethargic like me, and, you know, unhappy and low and unsettled and worrying about where everything's going to go. And these cards feel a lot more optimistic, bright, you know, happy. And so it feels like, and they're the colours of that one, you know what I mean, the brighter future one. They're all the colours of these, so like exact same colours. So it's almost like these cards are coming from that world, which is really strange. So I'm just going to go, hang on, just move these ones out of the way. Okay, so the first one is dream big. So what world are you dreaming up? because that is the world that you are going to start experiencing if you believe. Okay, I know it sounds a bit cheesy and a bit like whatever, but you know, if you believe enough and you visualize enough and you feel into where you want to be. So if you want to start feeling more at peace, you know, more free, more happy, more content, more like have more fun, then feel into what that would be like. You know, just imagine, like close your eyes and imagine that place. You know, what would that look like? What would that feel like? Who would you be with? And sorry, I'm getting distracted by messages. It's always I say this in every video, I get distracted at every single video. So feel into it, you know, imagine you're there, like pretend that you're there. I'll tell you a little tiny story quickly. So at the weekend I really wanted to go to a concert. Okay, I was quite down about it. I was quite like, all my friends are going there and I want to go. And I was getting really down about it. I was getting a bit like victim mode and a bit like, you know, stupid really about it. But it meant a lot for me to be there. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to give up on the idea. And I went and I was going to change my view about it. So I went in the kitchen at my work and I sat there and I had my lunch. And I went onto YouTube and I looked up live concerts for this particular band, and I sat there and I closed my eyes and I imagined I was there, and it instantly changed my mood and it instantly brought me into that feeling of being at the concert, feeling into it, like pretending I was there dancing. This might sound really sad, but it changed my energy straight away. And there's something in that then attracts what you want. Okay, so I'm telling you this because it does work. Okay, so just make sure you just imagine yourself there. You imagine yourself feeling that. I mean, it might not happen instantly. So what happened was I then got literally someone messaged me saying that they've got a ticket for it, and I was like, what? Seriously? So I ended up going, and you know, I ended up being in that feeling, and you know, being at the concert and feeling those feelings that I felt before. And so, you know, that's why I'm telling you that. So it can work. As I say, it may not happen instantly, but one day you'll look back and you'll be like, okay, maybe that did work. So yeah, it's to say dream big and believe in your dreams, believe where you want to be, and you will get there. We've got yes. How weird is that? So the other card was no, and this is yes. Well, I love how these work. So, you know, will this ever happen? You know, will I ever achieve things I want? Yes, you will, okay? So maybe you were asking yourself the other questions earlier, saying, you know, am I going to be stuck like this forever? And they were saying no, and then now you're saying, well, you know, are things going to change? And the answer is yes, okay. So that's really positive. And it says your intuition is correct, take action accordingly. So whatever you're guided to do as well, just follow that, okay? So if there's things that make you feel good, again, you know, if you're thinking about places you want to be, feelings you want to feel, trust that, because you have these visions, you have these dreams for a reason, and they're not put in your mind for no reason at all. You know, they're there for a reason. So trust that, okay? Okay, now so this one's time to move on, and this was upside down. So I feel like you've been questioning yourself as to whether it is time to move into a different situation. So whether that's moving house, moving jobs, leaving friendships, leaving relationships, you've been questioning that, I feel. And it was right next to the yes card, so I feel like that is a prompt for you. That is to say yes, you know, it is the right step. I do feel a bit tentative with it though. I feel like it doesn't have to be so sudden. So I feel to say take it slowly, okay? So don't just jump into, so if you're thinking about leaving a job, for instance, don't just jump into the first job that comes up. If you are thinking of walking away from a friendship, don't just kind of slam on the brakes and be like, well, we're done, you know. I would I would say distance yourself first, and just take it slowly. If you are, again, sort of the relationship thing, maybe it's time to kind of take a step back with things, or give yourself space. So this doesn't feel like a like a thing that's gonna just happen just like that, or a thing that should happen just like that. I don't think you should, like, as I say, slam on the brakes and be like, no, we're done, or whatever. I feel like it needs to be tentative, it needs to be slow, only to kind of help yourself, really, because it can be quite damaging sometimes to just literally just end things straight away, or leave a job. Like, for instance, you'll be putting yourself in a very difficult situation sometimes if you rely on financial stability, things like that. So don't just leave a job without another one to go to, or don't just jump into another job just because you want to leave, because you might not get the job that's right for you. So yeah, this is it is time to move on, but just take it slowly. Okay. Then we've got waves of prosperity. So this is to say that good things are coming. Prosperity, a lot of the time does mean money, but it also can be like you feel prosperous with your health, with your relationships, just with the way you feel in general. So this is a good positive card. It shows that there are going to be good things that are happening in your world. You're going to start seeing good things come into your life and feeling a lot better. It says new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. I really didn't think about the noise levels. I've opened the window as well. Maybe it's just a bit noisy in your world at the moment. Maybe that's why I've done that. I think I posted in the last video about people's minds just going crazy with thoughts, and so much going on. Sorry about that. So much going on in your head, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just a reflection of all the noise that's going on in your world at the moment, and you just need that space. And that kind of reflects in the time to move on card, where you just need to distance yourself a bit, just create a little bit of space for yourself. Maybe find peaceful moments in your day where you can just be with yourself and your thoughts. So that's good. I've just, my mind is, I think that's me as well, like, mine's just like, full of things. But yeah, I do feel like this is a really, really bright and colourful card, and there's going to be a lot of love. I feel a lot of love in your world, whether that's love from your family, friends, new love maybe, just so much good stuff is coming. So do trust and believe and stay optimistic. So the next card is stay optimistic. So do stay optimistic, because this is all going to be worth it. Okay, there's actually a lot more positive than negative in this reading today. There was only one card, which was this one, one card out of all of them that was that dark, so I feel like you're just going to be going through a little bit, maybe a few days, maybe a couple of weeks maximum of feeling like that, but then the rest of the time is going to start feeling much better. It's going to start feeling more clear, and and just your energy will pick up and you'll just feel a lot better in yourself. And it says here your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So don't give up on yourself. Believe that things are going to change. Dream big and believe in your dreams. Okay, so that's those ones, and I'm just going to use the angel prayers cards just to see if there's any more further guidance. Probably end up on around 30 minutes again. But I appreciate if you watch any of the reading, to be fair. You don't have to sit and watch till the end, but it's nice if you do. So is there any guidance with regards to those cards that came out before? Anything for my viewers? Oh, no. Anything we need to know? Oh, okay. So, anything else? No, okay. Okay, so we've got change and transition. So this is definitely a period of change and transition. It's definitely a time in your life when there is big changes going on. Okay, this has come up in some of my posts and probably the last reading as well, where I mentioned about change, and I actually posted a video in my own group on Facebook, which is about change. It's about thinking about how you respond to change. Do you really panic about change? Do you have like a lot of fear that comes up when you go through changes in your life? There's been so many sort of really difficult, I suppose I call them tower moments, in sort of tarot reading and oracle card reading community. They talk about a tower moment where you feel like the tower is just crumbling down around you and everything's going wrong, and loads of horrible changes you're going through, and changes within you and externally, in your life, whether that's you're becoming redundant, or you're having family issues or health issues, or things that are just going really wrong, and they can be really, really difficult to handle. They can make us just have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, just feel really, really worried and stressed. But majority of the time, if you look back at those periods, which I'm sure you've all had, you look back on previous experiences of big changes in your life, what has happened after that. I'm sure that you have noticed good things that have come out of it, lessons that you've learned you won't be doing again, or you've noticed how much you've grown, and you've noticed how much confidence you've got since that experience, or whatever it is. It's just to say you are going through this change and transition, but it is going to bring you to better places, and it's going to teach you so many lessons about yourself and other people, and just help you grow. And you'll just look back and I feel like you'll just smile and be thankful for those experiences. Okay, and then trust your vibes. So trust what you're feeling, trust in anything that's good that's coming through. Because if you're thinking, okay, I don't really want to change my job because, I'm worried that it's not going to be a very good job or whatever. But then you have another thought that says, oh, but it's much better money, or it's much better hours, and it'll make me feel better in myself, or the manager's really nice, or they really like this thing I said in this interview, or even if it's not related to jobs, but whatever good things are coming through, trust those, okay? Because they're the ones that are coming from your heart. They're the ones that are coming from a part of you that knows already that you're meant to be there. Because if there's something that's pulling you towards it, there's a reason for it. You are meant to be there, okay? You're meant to go through this change. And as much as you're worried and your head is telling you all of these negative things, or things that could go wrong, your heart will speak up as well, okay? So listen to your heart, trust your vibes, trust in those messages, okay? They're the ones that you need to follow. Okay, so I think that's it. So thank you once again for watching this video this week, and thank you to all new watchers. Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Hope you watched it to the end. And if you liked it, if it resonated, then click like and subscribe for future videos. I will post this on my Facebook page and other places as well, and pop links down below for my other pages for people who haven't joined those or like those. I do also post on Instagram TV now and again if I can upload them, but yeah, if you like this, then give it a thumbs up and comment, and I will speak to you again soon. See you later, bye. Oh, and also my energy has picked up, so that worked. So yeah, pay attention to that. You've probably noticed a change as well. So yeah, I'll do these again when I'm tired. See you later, bye.